Hey guys, so it's day 8, and believe it or not, I have some juicy news, I guess. So, I mean, everything else during the day went fine. Like I said, I got the new treadmill, so I did my 2 5Ks and everything. Back on the diet and workout, hitting it hard again. But, I've been looking for openings to talk to my son's mom. And I figured for Christmas, as tradition in my family, I wanted to get him a nice watch, wristwatch. So I asked her if he had one. She said he didn't, and he hates analog watches. So I'm like, well, they make nice digital watches, and I sent her some pictures of some Tag Heuer watches. Now, I'll be honest that the ones I sent her were not one that I was going to get him. It was kind of a fake flex, sort of. See, because she said how they're stable, meaning her new partner and her, but not where they want to be. Well, in my experience, people who say we're stable really means we're paying the bills, but we have nothing left over, basically. And I'm not making fun of her at all. So it was kind of a fake flex. Not that I can't afford the watch that I showed her. I just wouldn't get it for a 12-year-old. And she like immediately got mean. Like, she was like, well, I think it's an inappropriate gift for a 12-year-old. Well, first she's like, I looked those watches up. Why is she looking them up? All I sent her was the picture. So she had to read the watch and look it up. Why would she care how much they cost? Why would she care? It's a gift for my son. She already gets child support. Why would she care? There could be all kinds of reasons. Put yours down in the comment. But I think she wanted to get a feel for how much I make now. Because I told you, financial security is big with her. It is. Which is understandable. So I can't think of any other reason she would look it up. Anyway, so like I said, it was a fake flex. But yeah, she starts right off. I don't think it's a very inappropriate gift for a 12-year-old, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, well, it's like tradition in my family, and it is. Fathers and sons, fathers give their sons a nice watch, at least once in their life. But then she goes on this tangent. She's like, oh, well, if you want to spend money on him, he needs new hiking boots, and he needs camping gear, and he needs all this stuff. And then she decides to hit below the belt and say, besides, you could also pay the backed up child support you owe, which I don't owe any backed up child support. What she's talking about was the state of Washington screwed up and wasn't deducting the child support for like 2 months. So it got like 2 or 3 months behind. And the way, I don't know about any other state, but the way the child support system in Washington and Florida works is you cannot pay that support to the receiver yourself. It counts for nothing. They can't call in and say they got it. They can't log in and put in that they got it. You can't do that. The state has to take it out of your pay. That's how it works, and they have laws to go by. So they can't take all of it out at once. They increase it by like, 20, 30, 40%, and then they keep it there until all the arrears are paid up, and then it goes back to the original amount. That's just how it works. I have no control over that. So, explaining all that, and she just started getting so nasty, and even threw in there, which was another low blow, you can't make up for all the lost years. No gift can. And I was like, I'm not saying that it's making up for lost years. That's what I'm hoping to do by moving up there. I just wanted to get my son a meaningful gift. And since she started low blowing me left and right, I decided to go on. I'm like, well, I really don't appreciate the lies you told our son about me. What lies? I didn't tell any lies. And I told her, if you want to know, because I'm tired of this hiding behind text messages, hiding behind your feelings, hiding behind all this. So if you want to know what lies that he told me that I know are lies, call me. Call me or wait till I see you in person. And she went on like a 20-minute argument about how I should just text it to her. I said, I'm not going to text it to you. If you want to know, call me, be an adult, and I'll tell you, and we can discuss it, in person rather than on text. She never did. Then she goes, besides, I don't care that much. Now, I did get a little upset through that whole ordeal, but, like I said, I want to foster a positive interaction with her, So I started apologizing. She kept saying I was gaslighting, which I didn't know what that meant. I had to look it up, and I was not gaslighting. But I was gaslighting and projecting and all this stuff, using all these terms because she's been to therapy and stuff like that. And so I just apologized in 3 different messages. I was like, I'm sorry if you think I was gaslighting you. I would never do that. I'm not an abuser. I'm not trying to control you. I'm not trying to have power over you. And I apologize. And then I wrote another message towards the end, and I said, well, here's something I think would be constructive for both of us. I understand your position if our son needs extra things. I didn't throw in, you are getting the child support. I didn't include that. And I said, I understand that, but you could have presented your objection more constructively. And I gave her an example. I said, you could have said, well, a watch is nice, but there are some other things he needs, such as blah, blah, blah. And I would have been more than happy to listen. And I said, so I apologized again. I said, if you need anything, let me know. So about 40 minutes later, she texted back. She said she appreciates and accepted my apology, and then she apologized for escalating it. And she said that she has no intention of being mean to me, and that she has no future intention of harming me in any way. And she specifically laid out emotionally was first, physically, legally or financially, etc. So I think that was good. I'm not saying it means anything deeper than face value, but it felt good to hear, and maybe I am only still in love with what we used to have 12 years ago, because we don't really know each other that well anymore. But that was promising to me anyway. I could just be crazy. Of course, if you break it down, this whole plan is crazy. So, and lastly, after she wrote that, I wrote, well, thank you. And then I wrote, nothing but love for you. And then I put in parentheses, Biggie, 1997. Which I don't even know if that was accurate. I don't know if it's Biggie that said that. I don't know the year. I just didn't want to only put nothing but love for you and have her come back with, don't say that to me. So I made it a little more light and fluffy. So that's what happened today. Other than that, physically, I think I need to drink more water. Because I ate my cheat meal, and I ate a semi-healthy meal for lunch today, only because my sister has a little restaurant thing at the flea market. And every weekend I go there and I buy, me and the kids lunch, to help support her. So I don't feel like it's getting through me adequately enough. So I think I need to drink more water. But yeah, that's the juicy tea for today. I will update you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to post every day. Really appreciate you guys' support, especially Deetra. She's commenting on all my videos. It's so good to see her comments and read what she has to say. And Deetra, I hope you are going through with your own journey. Write it out, research it, figure out what's going to be most comfortable for you, and just start. You know what I mean? I heard a motivational quote on TikTok that I think everybody should hear, because it's so true. And he said, no matter what your problem is, like with me, it's being overweight, is one of my big problems. Not my only problem, but one of my big problems. And he said, getting in shape, it's hard, working out, dieting, counting your calories, it's hard. It's so hard. But you know what? Looking like crap is hard. Feeling like crap is hard. So pick your hard. You know, which hard do you want? A hard that's going to benefit you or a hard that makes you feel worse? You know, it's all hard. So just pick which one you want to do, which one you want to deal with, because the time's going to pass regardless if you do it or not. And that's too true. So, you know, share, like, subscribe. I need all the support I can get. If you do share with friends and family, just tell them, hey, just watch the first video, day one, the story. That doesn't compel you to want to follow me, then don't. But I really could use the support. You know, love's hard. If it wasn't, everyone would have it, even me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.